today we have grand news from Ultrasabers. It's been a while that we got some news from the good friends at Ultrasabers, and it's finally here. So today they released their new lightsaber design. It's a weird contraption. I believe some people dub it as a tonka. I'm not so sure about that, about the term and whatnot. It looks like a police beat stick, whatever. It's pretty cool. We got some pictures here. So the Brood Guard is, accordingly to some viewers on the forums on Facebook, designed of a actual non-canon Star Wars character. I'm not so sure about that. Apparently her name is Brood. Let me open the chat function really fast so I can see your comments, because that's why we make this video. I want to go over it and discuss with you guys what you guys think about this new design. Does it feel Star Wars? Does it fit in the Star Wars universe and whatnot? So I just wonder what you guys think about it. So you, I see Paul. Yeah, nice. We have audio. I need to do an audio check here. So we have Paul Goody in the live chat. Thank you for joining in. So you like it? That is good to hear. So yeah, it's an interesting lightsaber. Now, first and foremost, the first thing I noticed, this part here. This is, to me, a standard Ultrasabers Aeon, like the standard Aeon that we know and love for many years. Then it has, instead of a regular pommel, it has this threaded piece here. I don't think this, I think this piece here is a single piece. I don't know if this is an entire one piece though, this whole piece here. What do you guys think? Is this, this pommel replacement, is this one single piece here? Or is it threaded in different sections here? It looks like this is one single piece though. Now better look at it. I think this is indeed one single piece with the handle on the side and then the conventional pommel here. So you actually probably can get this lower piece here and screw it on any Ultrasaber saber. I think that is the next step from Ultrasaber. So they start off with this hilt. If you later want to have it in combination with a tin neck saber from Ultrasabers, or the Belicious, or maybe the Scorpion or whatnot, or a cross guard, I think you can do it. I think you can order this separately from Ultrasabers and fix that. Now, a few things that I found interesting here is, first of all, I think Ultrasabers is finally coming with a goddamn retention screw for the LED units. Like, Jesus Christ, how many years people have been complaining about it. I see it for the first time on a brand new saber release from them. An actual LED retention screw. That's, to me, worth a big applaud. Jesus, man, Ultrasabers. Awesome, finally. It is a very weird contraption, I have to say. I do see potential in it. When I look at this, I don't look at it in a conventional way. I don't see this as a lightsaber. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think this is a Star Wars lightsaber. But I see a blaster in it. I would totally rock this thing as a blaster. I would put in a stubby blade block, or maybe a longer blade block, and have it with the soundboard inside, and just use it as a blaster, and then maybe do some cosmetic alteration on it with some 3D printed parts on it, like a 3D printed trigger guard and whatnot, maybe a scope on it. I would definitely rock that saber in that fashion. What do you guys think about it? We got Sophia saying it looks interesting, not my cup of tea, but I can see why people like it. Oh, that's fair. George says that looks pretty cool. Don't like the I don't like the idea, but I just like the idea. I agree. It's apparently MAS from the Custom Saber Shop has done this already many years ago. But I never really paid attention to it. I think what Ultrasabers do really good is that they're so big. They come with this design which was not really popular, and they just transform it into something desirable, like an Apple, like Apple does, like an iPhone. Like, people just now instantly want to have this, and they never thought about this design from the custom saber shop. It was in the shop basically collecting dust. Ultrasabers come with the same principle, and it's gonna sell like hotcakes. So that's pretty cool. I think it has a lot of potential, like from a standpoint, not really like this is a nice canon hilt or this is a nice cosplay hilt. No, I see the potential as in physical, actual usability. I think it's a really nice spinning saber because you have this angle, so you have additional gripping for your hand to spin the saber around. You have this grip handle here, so you can do different kind of spins, additional spins. I think it's going to add a new level of saber spinning. I think you can make a helicopter, like just swirl that thing around. I mean, I think you can even get that far that if you replace that pommel with another threaded piece, and you can put another hilt on the other side, and you have a double bladed side hilt with this thing, and you can swirl it around for sure. That's really cool. It's kind of interesting. What happened as well at times is that people that are from professional in security, they actually at times will carry a lightsaber instead of a mech light, and this will be a very good supplement to open carry a lightsaber that's also actually usable during their execution of the profession. Very interesting design also that Ultrasabers put the lit AV switch on the bottom instead of on the hilt itself. I think it's cool. It's like an activation button, like when Finn is fighting that executioner trooper, and that scene where everybody knows like traitor, and then he ignites that thing and then starts to fight Finn. I think it's a good placement of the button. I don't know why it has retention screws on this button section here. I mean on this bottom section of this grip. Quite a peculiar why that is. I felt this honey grater grip is very beefy from the pictures. I don't know why it has to be so big and long. I think if it was a little bit shorter, I think it would be more appropriate, but again, it's just a personal design they went for. It does look interesting. I find it a little bit of a rehash because this part is an Aeon lightsaber, and you can clearly see that it's a rehash of an existing saber, because you can see first of all, I think it's not per se the picture, but I think there's a color differentiation because this is an off-shelf hilt with a different powder coating, and you can see this lower section have knurling. That fits in with the classic design of the pommel, but it never was on this actual lightsaber itself. So I felt like it's a little bit out of place. I feel like the design is a little bit of a mixed bag. Like, I don't know what aesthetic they went for. Like, why they have knurling on the bottom here for additional grip, but they don't have the knurling here for additional grip or here. Like, why in design they went for that, and why would you put the cover tech view here? I'm not sure what you guys think about it, but I think the placement is a kind of interesting. It is interesting because if you click it on your cover tech holster, basically it's like holstering a pistol or a blaster. So that's kind of cool. And then we have Sophia saying, what if somebody like Saberforce or Vader's Vault starting to make like these? I wonder. I think Vader's Vault will not go into the direction. They stay with the more traditional sense of lightsabers. Saberforce might jump onto something similar as well. Maybe they come up with their own type of design. It's a niche within the saber community and the collecting of sabers. I think, yeah, if there's enough demand, Saberforce will not leave out that market because there's money to make. So they might go into something in a similar fashion, or maybe something a little bit different. Maybe they instead of this kind of baton, they make I don't know, another different type of lightsaber that we not seen before. They also have some different colors. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's quite classic though. It's like it's just either black or black and silver or silver. I feel like they could added some more power to it, right? They could make that design like crazy. Okay, I see my son is on the chat as well. He just typed yay. So I have to smack his ass afterwards. I have to say, I think I like the all black version. Oh, now actually I just rephrased that. Now I see this one, I actually like this version better. The knurling comes out really nice with the silver element here. I don't like this part here and this part with the silver elements. I would like to see that all black. It's an interesting saber design for sure. I would love to get my hands on it because it's such a funky design, and I think it's just the fun factor is really high with this lightsaber, and I think that's the most important. Okay, he just my son is just typing random stuff. Sorry guys, I hope he's not gonna type something bad. I mean, yeah, custom access as well. Why it took so long for Ultrasabers to come up with a retention screw for the LED unit? I mean, jeez, it has been requested for many years now, and it's finally here. Now I wanted to go through the features from this awesome hilt from Ultrasabers in this video. Let's turn off the sound. So this is the video. You can check it yourself on the Ultrasabers website as well, and you can find the details. So let me just show that from here. So Emery's going over the details, but you can see it's an it looks pretty okay actually. I now the more I look at it, it definitely looks like a blaster to me. This is like so nice to be changed into an actual lightsaber blaster type of thing, like with the cover tech on the side. It just looks like it breathes to be converted into a lightsaber blaster combination. I just wondered like why, if this design, if this will easily like be able to disconnect, so you can make it a two-hander lightsaber and then click on this handle. I don't think it is possible, but that would make it really awesome if they actually had that option. The way how Emery now displays as well, with the lightsaber following the back of your arm, or the upper arm, that's really cool. You could have one of these sabers as your basically to block saber fight. So you have one-handed lightsaber in one hand, and instead of using a classic shield, you can actually use that lightsaber baton or Brood Guard to guard blocks, to block basically incoming lightsaber blast, reflect those when you're fighting or sparring with your friends. And I think that's really cool. Just have one hand like fast blocking, one hand smacking, trying to get him out of his cover, while you basically block his attack. You have your other hand free and you smack him right in the ribs, or her in the ribs. That would be really cool. Yeah, no, it's definitely really cool. Yeah, I think Sidious Saber probably already bought it. But yeah, that guy is coming from a very wealthy family, so he is loaded. I don't think he worked a single day in his life. But yeah, I will definitely get the saber as well and do a review on it. Maybe I will, because I'm coming soon up for my next Ultrasabers giveaway. I'm actually debating if I should get this lightsaber as a giveaway saber. That would be really cool. The lightsaber design is definitely not new. It's just that Ultrasaber is now going to mass produce that saber, so I think it's going to be really cool. We also got some other news, not only the Ultrasabers news, so I wanted to cover that as well really quick. So I would like to thank everybody who subscribed, almost at 1300 subscribers, so that's really good. The channel is growing slowly but surely. Always happy to see that. The lightsaber club is also growing quite nicely. We're almost at we're going very steady to the 800 members. So if you're not member of the lightsaber club, join it on Facebook. It's the most fun and nicest Facebook group in regards of custom lightsaber collecting. No saber hate, so if you like Ultrasaber, Skyberlight, Saberforce, Vader's Fold, whatever your preference is, it's all fine. You can share your pictures, you can share your love for that brand, and basically we have a very good team of admins and moderators that make sure that everybody's happy and enjoy the community and the hobby. unlike some of the other big lightsaber communities that are very pro saber force, anti Ultrasabers, or Vader's Vault, for example. We don't need that hate, so join the Lightsabers Club. And what else I got here? Extra groups, but I couldn't find anything else interesting, so there's not much else going on that I could find so fast about new cool lightsaber stuff. So just wondered if you guys had anything that that you want me to bring up during this live stream. Alright, so let me go over those as well. Question Max said that Brood Guard was in the Force Unleashed 1 video game. I never played it, so I'm not I gonna fully believe you on that. That's pretty cool. And then yeah, Sophia, just make a Facebook page. You don't have to add any personal information on there. You can just read the topics, etc. It's a really fun group, and it's just a fun, safe haven for everybody to enjoy the hobby, which is really important. And then we have Question Mac is saying, I'm ordered a Skyler now, just to wait 2 or 3 weeks. So that's really nice. I'm gonna get the Arclight as well, or Arclight. Yeah, is it Arclight? Yes, Arclight. I'm gonna get an Arclight myself as well. The Skyler made such an impression on me that I really enjoy it, that I also now want to get the Arclight, just to try it out. A lot of people say it's a really well balanced saber. It feels really nice according to the reviews that I heard so far from a few of the awesome YouTubers. Also this week I'm expecting my Dark Side saber to come in, so my Dark Side Dark Saber. I'm really excited for it. It's a etched lightsaber, so this will be my first saber that has etching on it. It will have full RGB, another Biscotti version 4, internal chassis, etc, etc, etc. Really top-notch, high-end saber installation by by the guys from Dark Side. If I say that correct, Dark Side. Sorry, maybe I mix up the name now. Dark Side. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just so excited for it. It's gonna be my first dark saber lightsaber. Of course, it's not the accurate one from either the Clone Wars or the Rebel series, but it's a very beautiful saber. It's very sleek and thin. It's gonna be it's gonna be rivalizing in certain ways my Darth Alice Slim Coda, for which I also making my unboxing and full review video, which will be up soon. And then I'm gonna do some comparison between the both sabers. And then also good news from Solo's Hold. My Kanan and Ezra sabers are being shipped out to the master of installations, Eugene, from So-Called Sabers. He's gonna do the installations on said sabers for me. I'm really excited because he is a true artist if it comes down to these intrigued high-end lightsaber installations. I went for the best of the best in the community of custom saber installers, especially after the recent events with certain lightsaber custom installers that led to some really nasty taste in a lot of people's mouth. It was pretty fiasco. So I just went for Eugene. It's gonna be top notch, and I'm gonna be in love with my sabers from Solo's Hold. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also gonna pick up the Saber Forge Ezra saber when it comes out, just to test it out and compare it to the Solo's Hold, because that is something I really want to get my hands on. There's a whole bunch of saber reviews coming up. I have purchased some 7-chamber sabers, so I will be doing 7 chambers new lightsaber reviews as well. Awesome sabers, really cool, fantastic for the do-yourself guys or girls that want to install electronics themselves. Really inexpensive for high-end sabers. You guys still have to wait for my reviews. I still have so many reviews lined up this coming few weeks, including some of the 7-chamber sabers, so just have to wait for that. Of course, the core band sabers coming up soon as well. The prototypes are near the end of completion phase, so as soon as that is done, I will get my core band sabers. I ordered all 3 of the new run, so that's the Graflex 3.0, the Kylo, the Luke, and was that it? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, those 3 sabers. So really cool, and there will be more sabers which I will not review yet because I have to be a little bit careful, because I noticed that there are some rivaling YouTubers making custom lightsaber reviews that are also keeping a close eye on my channel, and whenever I accidentally show something on my channel that has not been released but schedule in, very soon after that my video was up, the lightsaber review of their version is up with the same lightsaber review that I had planned or scheduled in. So I thought, I need to be careful with what I show on YouTube now going forward, so I cannot review too much. I need to make sure that it keeps exciting and nobody yes, Paul, thank you, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, he's probably a nice guy, but yeah, I need to be a little bit cautious with what I post, because I wanna keep it new and fresh. Oh, and I totally forgot, I'm gonna do a review on some Puck Store Wonder Force sabers. So I'm getting in touch with Aaron either this weekend or next week. Aaron Lind from the Puck Store, and I'm gonna check out all his new awesome sabers. I still have so many. I already made so many videos of his awesome sabers that are currently already scheduled, but you have to wait till the schedule is released in this coming few weeks. And on top of that, I'm just gonna make the videos either this weekend or next week of his new sabers, and that's a whole bunch of them, including a cross guard and some other sabers. So I'm gonna make those videos and just get them up as soon as possible, because I just have too many lightsaber reviews pending already, and I just want to get them out as soon as possible, before the Last Jedi movie comes out, which is only 36 days away, I believe. So it's really amazing fast, and it's cranking up the amount of videos already. It's really cool. And besides that, there's, as I said, there's some surprise reviews coming up also, so that will be really cool. But yeah, a lot of stuff. Really good, exciting times, as I said before. I got some replies here as well, so let me go over that. We have a reply from Ajani. Wait, what do you think about the Old Republic saber designs? I honestly like them more than any other lightsabers. Look at them, they're way more elegant than Luke's or Obi-Wan's. Well, you need to be careful because you're getting in a dangerous zone, because I love the OT. I think Luke's and Obi-Wan's lightsaber, that is the most precious 2 lightsabers in my experience. Like for me personally, that is lightsabers. That is the original lightsabers. Like there's no touching, there's no swearing, there's no bad mouthing about it. For me, those are the OG lightsabers. And then second best for me is indeed, like yourself, I'm a big fan of the Old Republic era. Everything Star Wars, the Old Republic, I love it. So that's why I really enjoy my Saberforce Gladius, the old version, not the 2015 version that you can still buy off the Saberforce website, because I think that one is pretty shit. But the designs are so broad and so unique, with a lot of greeblies, free floating crystal chambers, crazy stuff, like over the top spiky stuff and stuff, really cool stuff, like really unique paint jobs, brown, purple, gray, weathered. It's so amazing, different than what we see from as an offering from most saber companies, because to be honest, most saber companies don't offer those sabers, because I think they will be way too expensive to make for them, because they're way too intrigued in terms of the design. But yeah, I'm very in love with every of those sabers. It's just whenever I see them, I like, oh, I want this. I basically want all of them. The Old Republic lightsaber has some of the best saber designs ever. I know it's sketches and drawings, so I know it's harder to make that into a realistic actual prop, but I have faith in saber makers, because their skill sets are unparalleled. I mean, I see Force Relics making the staple gun from Ezra Bridger fully functional, with everything on it working, blaster sounds, everything. It's just amazing what prop makers can do, and the sky is the limit. So I have no doubt that they can pull it off. I think there's so much more people that love the Old Republic era lightsabers. It's just, it feels like since the Star Wars The Old Republic game, the MMO, was out, so around 2012, I think, it was very popular, those designs, in like to around 2014, and then it died off, and now the majority of lightsaber fans want to have either the original trilogy or the prequel trilogy lightsabers in terms of canon sabers, or they want to have a mixed bag of, like, say, this Brood Guard lightsaber or whatever they can basically get their hands on. It's a little bit of a shame, because for me, aesthetics of the lightsaber is the most important thing. Like, it has to trigger my fantasy, and if it's just like more of a plain design, it doesn't really get there for me. So it's really hard to imagine myself to be a Jedi or a Sith. And yeah, so I hope more saber makers will come up with these Old Republic style lightsabers that are just fantastic, intriguing designs, just lovely. Some more replies. So Paul says, yeah man, every Luke's lightsaber will be gone when the movie comes out. Yeah, for sure. I'm so happy I got my Vader's Vault Hero. I think that thing is still one of my unicorns to go together with my Darth Alice Slim Coda and the upcoming sabers that I mentioned earlier today. Yeah, it's just so amazing to have Luke Skywalker's own lightsaber. The Graflag was cool to me, but I always was a very big fan of Luke Skywalker, and that was the saber that Luke Skywalker made himself. So to me, that's more significant than the Graflex, which I absolutely love as well, but that's Anakin's lightsaber. And yeah. Anyway, some more replies. Set Samurai Dark Art said, I recently received a Dark Shock with an Emerald Drive from Ultrasabers Mystery Box, and it reminds me of Darth Revan. Oh yeah, that's absolutely true. That is heavily inspired lightsaber on that design from Darth Revan. Also Old Republic again. Darth Revan's lightsabers are really cool. I owned the Vader's Vault version of the Revan saber, the red version, or red bladed version of his saber, and I just absolutely love it. It's just a fantastic design. The Saber Force Reborn is another good example. That's still one saber that I really want to own. A unique design, 3-pronged claws on the top. It's just really cool. It's really cool. It's unique. It's different. I like that. So I've got some more replies. Plague Jaw says, kind of looks like a Dominic's with a handle on the side. Yeah, that's it. That's what Alter Sabers did in this case. What you're looking at, they just slapped on there. But that means that the system is very flexible. You can just put it on every saber hilt they have, and you can mix and match and make your own version of the Brood Guard. So that's kind of cool. Then we had some more replies. So yeah, question back. No, I'm not gonna sell my Skylar. My Skylar is my baby for sure. That thing is not going. Like, I've sold some sabers that you guys probably think scratch behind your ears and like, why did you sell that saber? Because I basically needed the fund to buy other lightsabers for reviews on my channel, because I just don't have unlimited fund. I wish I had, but no, I don't. The Skylar is one of the sabers that won't go. That's a keeper. That is a fantastic saber. Every time I play with it, it reminds me like RoboCop. It's just the color scheme of it with the weathering is so beautiful. That bluish color, I love it. It's really cool. It's loud as hell. The RGB is super bright, and I'm actually kind of pleasantly surprised by the Pico Crumble. It's a very basic board, but it's a really fun board. It's easy to operate. It works better, and it's more fun than the semi-equivalent of the older Saber Force Saber Core 2.0. And Johnny says, I really want to play SWTOR again. I haven't played in years. You should. It's free to play. You just install it on your computer. Just jump in, jump out whenever you want. Play a little bit. I do it every weekend, just for a bit, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, question mark. I'm sorry, the Heretic is gone. I kind of regret it as well. The Saber Forge Heretic is a really cool saber. It has a good strong resemblance of something out of Star Wars The Old Republic, but simply, as I said, our funding is running dry, and I just keep selling sabers at certain times. It's just what I have to do. Let me see what else we got. Sets from my dark art set. I live in Japan and was wondering how long it would take. Well, since you're in Japan and Malaysia is around the corner, for you and me, because I live in Hong Kong, it's actually a matter of within a week. A few days. It's that fast. I have been pleasantly surprised with lightsaber orders from the US, for example, as well. Sometimes I receive a lightsaber either first hand or second hand within a few days straight from the US or Canada. It's insane how fast it works these days in the world with shipping. That being said, I'm still waiting almost 4 weeks for a second hand saber from Italy. I think that saber may be lost in mail, which is gonna make me very sad because it was a trade. So I sent my lightsaber to him and he sent his lightsaber to me, and it would really suck if that lightsaber is gone, because then I'm out of a lightsaber, and that costed me quite a penny. So what's that? Will Rey have a double-bladed lightsaber in yellow? Would be sick. I don't know. Probably not in The Last Jedi for sure. Maybe in the next movie. I heard rumors were that Disney released a roadmap for the coming 10 years of Disney movies, and there will be a sequel movie after this trilogy is ended, with Rey, Finn, etc. So we will see Rey, Finn, etc. as a new generation that maybe gonna take the torch for another 20, 30, 40 years after Mark Hamill and Carrie and etc. did for the original trilogy up till now. So that makes sense, because then Star Wars is probably gonna prolong like way beyond the 40 years that we have so far. Probably gonna be another 40-50 years with a whole set of new heroes and villains that we now have in terms of Kylo and Rey and whatnot. So that is that's really good. I'm really looking forward to that. And that's basically it, guys. I just wanted to really spread the news on the Ultrasabers Brood Guard, if you did not know yet. It took me quite by surprise today. I had to peel my eyes several times. A few times I was like this, like, are you sure you want to sell that stuff? And then I thought, nah. The more longer I looked at it, the more replies I was reading from different people with different opinions, the more I got excited for it. Initially I was like, Ultrasaber, that's a weird thing, I don't like it. And then I was like, okay, well, that's actually quite functional. I think there's a lot of fun value in there, and that's important. If you have lightsabers, the fun is most important. And then I thought, well, for spinning, that can be truly amazing. So I want to try it out. Last few comments and then we're gonna end it. Have you, Sophia said, have you ever considered doing a live unboxing? Well, I would like to do it, but like these kind of live videos I'm making now is unsolidated, so nobody knew about it, and you just have to be around and jump on it to actually see it. I might do that as well. I think like what I try to do normally is do an unboxing and a full review, and I try to plan the video, spread it out over the weeks. But as I said, my schedule is already full for the coming few months, so I can actually make spontaneous unboxing videos now, etc. because I don't really have to follow a schedule for those videos. I can, but then I make a video now of an unboxing or a full review that will be reviewed or up on YouTube in 4 or 5 months, and that is kind of old video by then. So I probably sorry, I probably just want to get the videos up as much as possible now before The Last Jedi, and get that volume of cool videos out there, so people have more lightsaber reviews to look at and consider purchasing this saber or that saber or from that brand or this brand. So that would be cool. Okay. Last one. Last one for Plague Jaw. I appreciate the info. I like the idea of activation switch on the side handle. I don't think you can really do customization to it unless you do it all yourself. Absolutely, that was my idea. So there will be always somebody on Etsy or where else, he or she is gonna make 3D printed parts probably for this hilt. As I said, maybe an 3D printed trigger guard, 3D printed buttstock, 3D printed scope, and you can really make this into an actual blaster fairly cheap and easy. and you have, if you put an Obsidian light soundboard in there, you have your blaster sounds, you have your whatever sounds. I think it can work out pretty cool. It's just an added thing that you could do with that lightsaber. So I like that from that point of view. So you don't have to explicitly make it a lightsaber. You can also have now it as a broom guard, but also as maybe as a weapon. So yeah, that's kind of cool. People gonna be nuts with this. People gonna put this on a cross guard. They're gonna make the most ridiculous contraptions out of this lightsaber. I know for sure. This will be so much fun factor, this lightsaber. So yeah, I'm gonna be all over it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you liked it. I need to go out because my wife wanna play game, and she's gonna be mad as freak with me that I didn't end this stream a lot earlier. So I thank everybody for watching and leaving comments, and thank you guys. Have a good night, good day, good morning, wherever you are, and I see you Saturday.